In today's day and age, if there's one thing you don't want to be, it's racist. I know I personally lie awake at night worrying that I'll somehow say something or do something that will make someone feel, well, I'm not sure what, because that's when I usually drift off to sleep and dream about a scantily clad woman who lures me into a tremendous bowl of liquid marshmallow. And when I wake up, it's already morning, and I forgot what I was thinking about the night before. But still, racism is bad, so let's turn to our friends on the left to find out some things that are racist. One thing the left finds racist is salad. In a recent article in the New York Times, a former newspaper, writer Bonnie Tsui demanded to know, why is Asian salad still on the menu? Mrs. Tsui wrote, quote, "You might think Asian salad is culturally inclusive, and yet the Asian salad is often the one that comes with a winky, jokey name, Mr. Mao's, or Secret Asian Man, or Oriental Chop Chop." Oriental Chop Chop, that's a good one. No, sorry. Mrs. Tsui says it's wrong to call something Asian as if it comes from an entire continent instead of a specific country. And she goes on to say she is so glad she lives such a protected, privileged American life that she can write articles about salad instead of having to walk more than a mile to get fresh water, as tens of millions of women have to do in Asia. And maybe she didn't say that last part. Maybe that was me. Anyway, another thing leftists find racist is asking people for picture ID before they vote. This is very racist, because whereas white people have picture ID that they use to buy a drink or apply for welfare or get on airplanes, black people's faces are too dark to appear in photographs, and therefore they must always remain sober and work for a living, and they can only fly places by flapping their arms. It's just as well, because if black people had to use picture ID to vote, many Democrat voters might cease to exist, and many of those who continue to exist would only get to vote once. It's simply not fair. Yet another thing that's racist is owning a gun for home safety. Fantasy filmmaker and unhappy fat man Michael Moore says wanting to own a gun to protect your home and family is racist because, quote, and yes, this is a real quote, "that imaginary person that's going to break into your home and kill you, who does that person look like? You know it's not freckle-faced Jimmy down the street, is it?" Unquote. So, if you don't want Michael Moore to think you're racist, next time a black man breaks into your home, the best thing to do is shoot him and then say, "Oh, sorry, I thought you were Jimmy." We should all be grateful to the left for explaining what racism is. After all, leftists hate racism almost as much as they hate Jews. Trigger warning, I'm Andrew Klavan, and this is The Andrew Klavan Show.